Here's the number one skill amongst probably 12 different skills that I've identified, from copywriting, email marketing, webinar marketing, public speaking, video marketing, YouTube marketing, Instagram marketing, Facebook marketing, YouTube paid ads, speaking on stage, speaking to sell, networking and joint venture partnerships. Out of all of these things, the number one skill that has helped me make the most amount of money, and I'm not talking just $1 million, I'm not talking just $10 million here. This award represents $10 million. I'm not talking about just $30 million that I generated before I turned 30 years old. I'm talking about the one skill that has helped me maximize the most amount of profit was simply this: high ticket selling. And let me explain to you. In life, most people don't know how to sell. They're too afraid of rejection. They're too afraid of hearing the word no. They're too afraid of getting personally attacked. When you can get over this, right? When you can get over this, and then you can develop this skill set of selling to affluent people, selling to business owners, selling to people that can afford to spend $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 on your ideas, on your products and services. That's the game that changes everything. And let me explain. The first few years I was in business, I would do stuff like clickbank marketing. I would do low ticket marketing. I would try to sell to anyone and everyone that, I could, see. I was doing MLM marketing, network marketing. My products would be $25 to $500. And I remember like it was yesterday. The guy's name was Sadiq bin Ahmed, and he was from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And this guy literally clicked on one of my links online and happened to buy an affiliate product off of me, and the product was $2,000. Shortly after that, a guy from Thailand, remember I was in London, living in my parents' house, dead broke, guy from Thailand buys a $10,000 digital product I was an affiliate of. And I remember like seeing these sales, seeing these notifications, and thinking to myself, oh my gosh, there's people from all over the world that can click on my stuff that I never have to meet, and they'll buy my products and services, or they'll buy affiliate products and services. And I literally remember thinking, I don't ever want to sell $10, $20 ebooks. Let me just focus and becoming so good at marketing high ticket products. And now on average, I've easily sold at least 3,000 high ticket clients. I'm talking about people that have spent, say, on average $10,000 to all the way up to maybe $50,000. And who are these people? The people that want to start an online business. They have the liquid cash where they can buy up front, because my company, we don't even offer financing options and stuff. So it's either you like what we have to sell, you come and buy it. Otherwise, we don't write for you. Find someone else, and we'll attract plenty of traffic and leads and customers for our businesses anyway. So that's the mindset that we've always had, attracting people that can comfortably spend $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 for our products and services and our business growth services, right? So I had to get very clear on who the ideal target market was, what's their pain, frustrations, fears, what have they tried before that hasn't worked, and how can I communicate effectively, clearly, with clarity and with a vision that if they invest their hard-earned money with me, they're going to be much better off than anyone else in my competition. Once I understood this, and once I said to myself, okay, cool, this is what I have to do, this is who I have to become. I have to become someone of high value. Then selling became easy because I realized I have a solution that I can help people. And out of all the skills that I developed, being able to sell high-end stuff using stories, using case studies, using my personal experience and expertise, and even the mistakes that I made, and then being able to say that in a compelling way and having a compelling offer that gets people to say, hey, you know what, I want to work with this guy. And then understanding the selling components, injecting scarcity, exclusivity, status upgrades, injecting all of the sales components that's required to turn a stranger into a high ticket client. Mastering that process, that's what made me a millionaire, a multi-millionaire over and over again. And today, it's funny because I'm actually working on a new webinar right now, and the whole goal of that webinar is to attract people in my inner circle mastermind. It's $50,000, and I want to attract 200 people, okay? I want to attract 200 people into this inner circle mastermind that I have. It's $50,000 each. That's basically $10 million cash that I can bring into my companies, right? And so as I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, okay, who's the ideal target market? How do I position myself as an authority, as someone who's credible, as someone that can help them? How can I, instead of talking to people one-on-one, how can I create this amazing webinar presentation for my YouTube channel to drive traffic on all sorts of different social media channels? And how can I use that to convert prospects into high-paying clients, right? And I remember like when I was getting started about 13 years ago, I remember, picking up the phone and talking to unqualified leads. And I remember like one of the first times this guy, he was so rude to me. He was probably the one and only dude out of doing thousands of sales calls. He was probably the only one rude dude. But I remember like he was like, don't call me, blah, blah, blah. And maybe he wasn't even rude. Maybe I was just young and naive. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my gosh, like I don't never want to pick up the phone and sell something. And then I remember going up these stairs. I was in Brick Lane. I remember going up the stairs and thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go and master sales. And I remember, right now he's a friend of mine, but at the time this guy called Mike Dillard, he had created this course called Black Belt Recruiting, and it was like this CD case, right, CDs. And it was like $200 or something. It's all I could probably afford at the time. And I remember like plugging this thing in my Walkman, and I would get on the train, on the public transport, on the buses, and I would listen to this thing, right? And he would say, stand up tall when you're speaking, like control your tonality. And I must have listened to that from beginning to end, over and over again. And then I got introduced to people like Brian Tracy and Jordan Belfort before he was even famous. And I started going through these sales trainings and understanding how to sell. Then I realized even if you're the best salesperson on the planet, if you don't master marketing, then you can't have mass leverage. So the number one skill that has helped me become a multimillionaire was basically high-end selling, and I'm gonna add something to it, through digital marketing. So I learned how to sell to high-end customers, but then I productize that thing into a webinar, into sales presentations where I can do it once and I can have leverage to the masses. And that's when the game really shifted. If you want to become part of the 1%, master high ticket selling and then master it with digital marketing. If you like videos like this, all I ask is that you subscribe on my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one.